Guys, welcome back. So for today's video I wanted to do a makeup tutorial, and today I want to use this very pretty blue palette. This one is the Blue Moon by Colourpop, and I haven't done a tutorial with it, so I wanted to do a very easy blue eyeshadow look. Very wearable, and I also don't want to use any falsies. I have a new mascara that I have been using and I feel like it makes a difference, so you tell me what you think about it whenever I use it, so whenever we get to that step. But I want everything to look very wearable, so still colorful but wearable, nothing too intense. I don't want to use any of the dark blues in here. I mainly want to use maybe those three and possibly this one or this one all over the eyelid. I don't know about the shimmer shade yet, but for sure I want to use those two mattes. I like all three of those mattes, but I want to use only two of them. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my face. First, I'm gonna use the Beauty Bakery face oil, and this one is one that I have been using a bunch. This little hair here just doesn't want to stay, but this one's the one that I have been using a bunch. I already have a little bit of this on my face. I put it on before I did my brows, but I'm gonna put a little bit more. And this one broke. I need to get a different one because this one gets a little messy sometimes because the top comes off and I can't really press the button down, so I need to get another one, but I mean it still works. So then for moisturizer, I'm gonna use this Pixie one. This is the one that I have been using lately. It's very moisturizing and it's pretty thick, but it feels so good, and it also doesn't apply, like, it doesn't feel like a thick layer of moisturizer. It's thick whenever you get it out, but it's not thick on your skin or underneath your foundation to where it makes it, like, I don't know, oily or anything. This one's just a really moisturizing moisturizer. My face looks so shiny, but it's just moisturizer. Like, it just feels really good on my skin. And then for primer, I'm gonna use this one right here, the Professional by Benefit, and this one I'm only going to apply it mainly right here and on my nose, and then spread whatever is left on the rest of my face. That's pretty much enough for my entire face, especially since my face is very moisturized and it just like glides on. It just glides on the rest of my face. And then I'm gonna start off with this one. This one is the Benefit Boing. I dropped it, but I haven't used it in a while, but today I want to use it on my under eyes, and I'm gonna use it with the brush. All my brushes are dirty. I haven't washed my brushes yet, but I'm gonna get to it. I know I will. I did wash my beauty sponges, but I haven't washed my brushes. I have a little bit of extra brushes in my drawer. So this one is a brush that I was looking for. Let me just apply this right here, especially on the inner corner of my eyes. Our sleeping schedule is different now. My husband's working night shift, so I'm getting used to a new schedule, especially for filming too. So if you've noticed some of my videos are a little bit darker, that's just because I'm filming now more towards like the evening, and I'm gonna go ahead and just blend it out with this little beauty sponge. But I'm filming a little bit more in the evening, and I don't know, I feel like I'm still a little bit getting adjusted to the filming, to the sleeping schedule. But yeah, I don't go to sleep till 5 in the morning, and so I edit all at night and I film throughout the day. Like, as soon as my husband goes to work, I start filming, and then whenever he's gone and as I wait for him, I stay up because I want to be up and go to sleep at the same time as he is, so that way we're on the same schedule. So I'm just editing at night now. So anyways, so next I'm gonna use the Benefit liquid. Ooh, look at me, I'm getting my foundation out of my little drawers from my video that I showed you recently about using that makeup first. So this is the Benefit Hello Happy. I have this one in the color number 3, or in the shade number 3. And today I am going to apply it with a brush because I want to see how it works. I've applied it with the beauty sponge and I really like it, but I just want to see how it applies with the brush today. This one is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH03 brush. This is the main one that I use for my foundations whenever I use a brush. And all of my beauty sponges are clean. Like I said, I just washed them today, but I didn't want to use one. I wanted to use the brush. That applies really good. Like, it gives me just enough coverage. It's not a thick foundation. It's so lightweight, and it feels the same way as it does whenever I use the beauty sponge. So I don't feel like it's giving me any extra coverage. I feel like it's almost about the same. Look at how pretty that's like blending into my skin. I do have redness on my cheeks and on my forehead and stuff and around my nose. This does cover it up a little bit, but not completely, but it looks really good. So look, right there, I'm only applying a tiny, like a very, very light layer of it. That looks really good. Let me apply a little bit more so that way you can see the difference. See if it gives us a little bit extra coverage, like if it's buildable, which I think it is, but I think only to like a medium coverage. I wouldn't say it goes up to a full coverage. And it feels so lightweight. I thought it was gonna give me a little bit more coverage with the brush. I just wanted to try it, but just more than with the beauty sponge, so that's why I wanted to try it out today, like this, because I already know that I like it with the sponge. And my shade, it's like perfect for me. I feel like this is like gonna be my perfect summer foundation. And then for concealer, let me get it out of my box. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Supersize. I told you guys I haven't used this one in a while. I'm gonna use it today. Just go over this. Let's just do the whole thing. And I'm gonna blend it out with my little sponge here. This one's also a pretty good match to me, so nothing is super highlighted or anything like that. Oh, you know what I should use now that I'm remembering right now? The Huda Beauty contour. I'm gonna use it. I remembered. So since I haven't set my face, I'm gonna use it today. Perfect. This concealer blended out really easily. Like I said, I haven't used it in a while, but that blended out really nicely, and it gives me a natural finish. I mean, of course I'm gonna set it so it's gonna look more matte, but it really gave me a nice finish. Like, it goes good with the foundation, and it doesn't give me a super highlighted effect. This one, I have it in the color, well, I don't know. Oh, C5. So this one's in the color C5. And then I'm gonna grab my Huda Beauty. See, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted for my video, like for the intention of this little drawer thing, for me to remember to use those products and not like be rushed trying to find what I'm gonna use in the tutorials. This is perfect. It makes me happy because I feel more I guess organized, but like not so much that, you know, just more like prepared. Yeah, prepared. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on my nose too, since we're here with the contouring and I didn't forget about it. I'm gonna blend it out today with a brush and see how that works. I don't think I've tried this product with the brush, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. This one is the Real Techniques buffing brush, so it's basically for foundation or cream products, I guess. I use this one all the time though for powder contour. Super easy to blend out, just like it is with the beauty sponge. So that looks really good. I have this one in the shade Fair, which works perfectly for my skin tone. Beautiful. I'm loving the finish of it, everything. It's just looking so natural and cute. And another thing that I love about this product is that it doesn't completely dry as soon as you apply it. Like, it lets you, it gives you time. It gives you enough time for you to blend it out. So that way it doesn't start, it doesn't get patchy. It's not one of those cream products that's like too thick and starts getting patchy. And this time I'm using the brush, which it's doing the same thing. See, whenever you use a damp beauty sponge, of course this helps because it's damp. But I'm noticing that it's the same way with the brush. Like, it's still blending out really, really easily. So that was really easy. That looks so good. I'm glad I didn't forget today to use it. So there's that. And then I'm going to get the CoverGirl loose powder. And I'm going to, let me bake my under eyes. I was like, do I want to bake? But I'm going to set my under eyes like this, because I prefer this way for my under eyes. So I'm just going to set it. If you didn't know, this is my favorite drugstore powder. I'm almost running out of it. And I think that since I took it out for my weekly makeup picks, I might run out of it within these 2 weeks or so, because it's almost completely out. I might buy it again and see if it'll Like, this is pretty old. I've had it for a few years, but I'm wondering if they still make it the same, you know? So there you go, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and I'm gonna set the rest of my face. That is looking so good. So it is mattifying, of course, my face and my products that were underneath looking glowy, but not too much, you know? I still have a really pretty finish. I don't feel like it's super cakey looking or super matte looking. It's still pretty glowy. So there, I'm gonna leave the under eye powder there for a little bit, and then I'm going to move on to my blush. Let me see, today I'm gonna use blue eyeshadow, so I'm gonna use this more neutral toned blush. This one is by Sigma Beauty in the color Cor-De-Rosa. Cor-De-Rosa, yeah, that's what it's called. So is it gonna focus? There we go. So there you go, you can see it's like a muted, very, very muted soft pink. And I'm gonna apply it with this fluffy brush here. Since I'm gonna use blue eyeshadow, I don't want it to be, maybe it would have looked pretty with like an orangey blush too, right? But I didn't want it to be too colorful because the eyes are gonna be blue. It's like a light, very, very light, what would you call this? Like a dusty rose type of pink. So I'm gonna try using this one. I feel like the last time that I used it was a little shadowy. This one is Fuego, and it is the highlighter from the Desi and Katie collection with Dose of Colors. It is a beautiful, beautiful highlight, but like I said, the last time I used it, I think it was this one, I'm not sure. But I think it was a little bit shadowy, but we'll see. So let me take my Anastasia brush. Oh no, that looks good. Why haven't I used it? So I'm gonna apply a little bit right here towards my brow. This looks really pretty. See, I'm missing out on products that I don't get because I'm like, oh, maybe that's shadowy. Let me not use it. Let me use something that I'm for sure is gonna work. And then I end up not using products that I already have. I'm gonna apply a little bit of this on my nose with this brush, and taking my small brush that I always use for the rest of my face, I'm going to apply this on the bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow. Not so much, just a little. Perfect. I'm using these products right here. So easy because I'm just grabbing them, like just grabbing them. So this one is kind of powdery. I already did the eye swatches to this. I'm gonna start with this one. This one's the main one that I want to use, and it's such a beautiful blue. So I'm gonna start this one right here on the crease area and just lightly go back and forth and blend that out. Oh, much better. You were a little too far, so I'm just taking a little bit more and going over this. So yeah, mainly focusing this one on the outer part, just like that. Like I said, I'm not gonna intensify it too much. I want it to be very, very wearable. I'm gonna take this one here, that one's a light sky blue, and focus this one on the inner part. This one's a very pretty blue. Get a little bit more. And just really blend that out. Blend that out. I said that weird. And I'm gonna go back to that middle shade and apply a little bit more and blend it into the light blue. A little bitty bit more. Intensify this so we can see the difference in the shades. You know, I don't want it to look all blue, just like one shade. So just like that. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna take the silvery blue, which is right here in the center, with my finger, just like that, and just lightly go over my eyelid with it. I wasn't sure, I didn't know if I want to do a matte all over the eyelid or a shimmer, but I didn't want to apply the white shimmer because I'm going to use that one on the inner corner. So this one looks good though. I wanted something really easy to do because I feel like blue as it is already like very different for people to wear. Like not everybody wears it. It's really not necessary to do a super creative, super intense type of look unless you want to. I mean, sometimes I want to too, but today I just wanted to do something very soft. So that way, if you feel like, you know, I got a blue palette, but I don't really feel like I should use it, or it's just too much, or I look like a clown, because some of y'all have told me that y'all feel like y'all look like a clown with colorful eye looks. I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to know that there are different looks that you can do with colorful palettes. So these are So I want to do some wearable looks with colorful palettes. All right, so using Billie Jean again, and then I'm gonna use the white one that's in there. It has a hint of blue, and I'm gonna apply this one on the inner corner, which is why I didn't want to use this one all over the eyelid. Look at how pretty this is. It gives you like a glow of like a really glowy, intense blue, but it's still light, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the third shade here, use that one again, and a small little blending brush, and apply this on my lower lash line. Whoops, don't poke your eye. Okay, so I'm going to add even more blue, okay? This one is Prance by Colourpop. It is one of the cream gel liners, and I'm gonna apply this one on the waterline. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to remove my under eye powder, but I mean, it's fine now because I did my eyeshadow, so in case I had a fallout, but I forgot to take it off. Okay, so the next step is curling my eyelashes, because like I said, I don't want to use any falsies today. I want it to look really wearable. So the mascara that I feel like has actually made a difference with my natural eyelashes is the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I recently started using this one, I would say maybe 2 weeks ago, and I can tell right away that it makes my eyelashes look so much longer. Like, there's something about the formula. It's kind of wet, it's not too thick, it's not too thick, and neither is the wand. It's like it gives you some spots that have like less of the bristles, and then you get a little bit more bristles towards the bottom, but it lets you apply enough product. So let me just show you how it looks. Let me just do my eyelashes so you can see what I'm talking about. And I honestly don't have a method right now, like, oh, let me apply 3 coats, or let me apply 1 coat, let it dry. I just kind of go back and forth. Like I said, this one does let you apply plenty of product, and it really combs them through. And since my eyelashes are not super long, I don't know, I feel like my eyes are not super big either, so it's like, if the wand is way too big, not the wand, if like the head of the wand is way too big, then it kind of pokes my eye, or I get too close to my eyeball, and that's when accidents happen. And then I also get it all over my eyelid. I still get this one on my eyelid, but not as much as other mascara ones. And then for lipstick today, I'm actually gonna use a lip gloss. I haven't used this one in a long time either. It is the MAC and Patrick Star collab. Oh, it's been a while. This is a lip gloss, by the way. I think I said that. I feel like I put my blush like a little too low. I'm trying to blend that out a little bit. I thought I was recording. I sprayed the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This one is part of the Boom Boom Bloom collection. And I thought I was talking and recording, but I wasn't. So I need a little bit more here though. There we go. So I'm completely done. This to me is super wearable. If you think you can't wear blue because it's not wearable, you're lying. No, I'm just kidding. But this is pretty easy to recreate. It's really easy to do. It's like a washed out type of color, and I think it looks so pretty with the eyelid, just a little bit glowy. Your natural lashes, you know, of course the mascara, but I feel like it looks so good and so easy to wear. Plus, I'm not using like a very colorful lipstick or a liquid lipstick or anything. It's just a regular lip gloss, just a little bit of shine on my lips. It's kind of nudish. It just goes really good, especially with blue. I mean, it's like with blue you kind of have to get the right color to use as a lipstick, but I think a regular nude lip gloss works. You know, this is so wearable, so easy to recreate. I hope you guys liked it. It's just a simple makeup look, even though I still have like a full face of makeup. Like, I love doing that, like full face of makeup most of the time, and then either no eyeshadow if I'm gonna do a regular everyday look with the bold lipstick, or just something like this, you know, colorful, still wearable. I love my color, so of course I still like to do wearable looks, but I don't always want to do a super intense look or a cut crease or a little bit more dramatic. You know, I love those looks too. Of course, you guys know that. You see those type of tutorials all the time, but I think this is a little bit easier and just very wearable. If you do decide to recreate it, I would love to see it. Tag me on Instagram, let me see your looks. Or even if you don't do blue, maybe you could do this with purple or with pink. I'm jealous if you do it with pink because I cannot wear pink, it burns my eyes. but maybe with purple or with green, you know, super easy, right? If you want to see all of the products that I have in my little container here that I was just talking about, I just did a tutorial, not a tutorial, I just did a video where I did kind of like a shopping in my makeup collection and my makeup products for the week or the upcoming weeks, because like I said, I still don't know for sure if I'm going to do it every other week or every week. It just depends on this week, and I'm gonna see if it gives me, like, if I have enough tutorials to use this in 1 week and then switch next week into new products. But today I used a lot of the products that I have in here. Of course, I still have another bronzer to use, another blush. I picked 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, and no, 2 contour products, 2 concealers, you know, so I still have a few things left in here. If you want to see everything that I will be using throughout the future tutorials, like at least for my face makeup, because palettes, I'm gonna do like back and forth. I do have a neutral palette and a colorful palette in here. That way I know I want to use those the most, but I'm still gonna use other products, of course, because I mean, there's new palettes. I'm still gonna do eye swatches and all of that. So anyways, I mentioned all that information in that video. Of course, I will have the products listed below too, but I just wanted to show you that these are the products that just made it so easy for me to create this tutorial, because I already have them here, I already have them chosen. So today I didn't waste any time at all picking out products besides the eye look that I wanted to do. So yeah, if you want to see everything, I keep pointing over here because here's where it's at, but if you want to see it, I'll show you a picture right here. If you want to see that, it will be linked right up there in the little eye button. And you see how I get an idea, like the highlighter, I hadn't used it because I thought it was too shadowy on me, but that's the problem, I hadn't tried it again. So I'm glad that it's in here. I'm glad that I still love it. Look how glowy and pretty it looks. Like, I love it. And I'm also mentioning it because I forgot to tell you in that video that yes, I will do tutorials using the products that I put in there. So that was another part of the information I wanted to include in that video, but I completely forgot. It just like slipped my mind. But yeah, I will be using all of the products that I showed in that video in tutorials, so you will see tutorials using all of those products. But anyways, like I said, that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.